Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 7 of I Am Geek, the show for the geek in all of us. 7 in, fellas, 7
Woo-hoo! It's the number of completion.
in.
7.
Does that mean we're done?
It's a 7 dance. We're doing
Number,
the 7
so that
dance.
means we're. Whoa, Chris is dancing.
Woo! Woo!
7 in, going strong.
The perfect number.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is going to be the perfect episode.
I like it.
Perfectly.
Perfectly perfect.
Or record it or something.
I am a little sad tonight, though. I'll just go ahead and start there.
Oh.
Not to bring us down at the
You look-
beginning.
You look very sad.
Oh, well, I always look like that.
You can't help that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know.
Well, tonight, I'm a big Disney fan, as you guys are too, right?
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
for
yeah.
for 13 years at the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World has been a fireworks show that has been phenomenal, called Wishes. And tonight, as we record this, they did their last show
Oh.
forever. Wishes is gone. Starlight, star bright, the first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might. It's gone forever. And it's sad that I know some of the song. I could sing it. I could sing it for you, but I won't do that.
No,
tonight.
we don't have time for
No,
that.
that's fine. We're good with that. All right.
But they are replacing it with a brand new show starting tomorrow, which is better than they've done in the past, because they'll take something away and then not replace it with anything. So at least they're starting on May 12th, their new fireworks spectacular, which I don't remember what it's called. So
Yeah.
May 12th. May 12th.
That's a
That seems. That's
what
something-
date? Man,
Something
something else
else.
that's that
Oh.
day.
it's
Oh my
it's Mary Kay's birthday from Mary Kay.
May the 12th be
Cosmetics.
with you.
Yeah,
May the
Mary
12th.
Kay's birthday. Yeah, it's Mary
Oh,
Kay's
Mary
birthday.
Kay.
Yeah, it's the day I clean out the limp trap.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
change the batteries in the smoke
And
detector.
Change the batteries in the smoke today.
And-
And it's Ryan Street's birthday.
oh yes.
Wow, what a birthday
Day
present,
you
right?
escaped. Yeah.
A new fireworks show just for you.
Just for me.
that's
They
good
haven't
for
they
you.
haven't offered to fly me in for it, but it's my birthday. I believe if I could do the math real fast, bloop, 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 that I will be 39. Is that right? 39. Yeah.
That's
You're not sure? You're
Well,
not
there
sure?
was one year that I thought I was a year older than I was, and then one of my friends was like, "Wait a second, no, you're not that old yet." And I'm like, "I just gained a year of my life back." So I sent him a message on Facebook to check today. I was like, "So how old am I this year?"
Yeah.
So 39.
Your
one away.
birthday, your birthday comes before mine in the year,
Yeah,
and it always puts you 4 years ahead of me. So that's how I remember it.
that's too much math.
So just
for
remember
me.
my age. Just remember my age, and you'll be fine.
There you go.
22.
That means he has to count though. He has to be able
Yeah,
to
that means
count.
he's got to count.
Yeah. I can't ever do that because
Form numbers in his head.
my wife is 4 years older than me, and I'm like, well, maybe if I remember how old she. No, I can't count. I don't.
She's
Oh,
robbing,
she
robbing
robbed
the cradle. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, look at you.
Now I'm going to get in trouble.
Yourself a sugar mom.
Let's be honest. Does she really
This is
listen to this?
She's our biggest fan. What are you talking about?
Listening right now.
She's like, you really should have done this against him in the last episode. The shredder just is vulnerable to,
To an arrow to the neck? No.
I tried that.
Well,
Tried
speaking,
it twice.
he did try it twice.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of battles, should we continue our battle royale with cheese with our
Dude.
second battle?
Battle Royale with cheese.
Which, Chris, you are going to be our mediator today. Can you remind all the listeners who's battling with who and what's going on tonight?
Yes. Well, we have. Well, they're both. I mean, not couldn't compare to my win from last week. But yes, we have Mr. Catron, who is running around the room.
I've got to turn on. I've got to turn on the oven because I'm doing something for Mother's Day. So
I thought he was making me a cake for my birthday.
No. It's Mother's Day, everybody. Sunday. Don't forget.
Mother's Day.
Sorry.
So, anyway, Mr. Catron,
Yes.
on his team this week, he has
Storm,
the
right?
Terminator.
Oh.
You have the Terminator.
Oh.
Seriously, we have another loss for Mr. Catron.
Just kidding.
No,
Terminator.
you got the Terminator. He's got the whole universe
Arsenal.
of the Terminator.
Yes.
I mean, he's got so many different Terminators. He's got the ones that are just like little treads going around.
Don't give him ideas. Don't give him ideas.
Hey,
just saying. All the
internet. Come on.
Yeah, all the way to the female Terminator, who was half like metal robot and half liquid metal. He's shaking his head. Not going to go with that one apparently.
If you don't bring Mr. the Arnold, if you don't bring the Schwarzenegger, I'm going to be upset because I want to hear the Arnold. I want to hear you talk like Arnold the whole time.
You can still do
not
that.
Going to hop him. Yes, it's not good.
You're getting spot on. Mr. Schwarzenegger, you're in the room? What?
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. Yeah.
Do it now. Do it now. Come on now.
Who is your daddy?
What
does he do?
I'm right here. Anyway, so got Terminator versus Ryan with Storm of the X-Men.
Ooh.
The Mighty Storm.
Oh, of the X-Men? I thought it was the I thought it was the hockey team, the Storm.
No, not that, or Storm Shadow, or Ninja Storm.
Storm Shadow,
No,
Storm for the X-Men. I have a whole piece of paper here.
He does.
With all my notes.
Oh, that's loud. Yeah. It's like a really long sheet.
I'm sure he's picked Halle Berry to go with.
Yeah.
So that version of Storm, pretty sure. But I guess without further ado, we can see.
Well, just said Halle Berry. When I was talking to my brother earlier this week, I said, as a joke, I should just be like, I've decided to go with the Halle Berry Storm because I know that there's no way Catron's going to beat me.
Wow,
man, that's brutal. I mean, you're probably right, but man,
I'm just
say
kidding.
It out loud.
You're going to probably win somehow. I don't know.
I've got one move again this time. That's about it. So.
Because we have the special items.
Oh yes, the special items. Should we do that now?
We have special items, which
I'm
can
excited.
range anywhere from a block of cheese to like the gauntlet thing on Predator that shoots all the big laser blasts.
Is there an umbrella in there? Will that help me?
I don't know. Hey, you may need it. You got
Storm
a lightning rod. You get a lightning rod. It might help. But okay. Well, seeing as how Mr. Catron's one behind, we'll go with him first. And let's see what he gets. So we're gonna press the button here with the boop, 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 boop,
sound effects.
Boop. Oh, you got a good one.
Yeah,
you got a good one.
Come on.
You get the Elder Wand.
Oh,
Harry Potter.
Nice.
That's a good one.
Wow.
The Elder Wand is the most powerful wand in the Harry Potter universe.
Yeah.
And is one of the Deathly Hallows, which, if merged with the other Deathly Hallows, you could conquer death. So that's a powerful weapon.
Interesting.
With the Terminator.
Okay.
And now for Ryan, let's see what he's got here.
Block of cheese, block of cheese.
Boop, boop. Another good one. Ryan with Storm gets the One Ring.
Oh.
The most powerful weapon in Lord of the Rings and Hobbit. Although we mostly just see it used for invisibility.
I know. I was just thinking that. I was like, we really never saw it do anything besides
Really
make somebody invisible. It's like, how is that the most powerful? I mean, you can sneak into rooms and be like, oh, I'm here. But,
it can be taken away easily by chomping on someone's finger, even.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying what could happen. I'm just saying things. So, now, gentlemen, since you have your weapons of choice, let's get the shindig going. Who would like to start? We'll first go with each person, just basically describing the character, their physical attributes, and what they can do.
Sure. Okay.
So,
are we going to set the scene again?
who would like to go first? Takers?
We did decide to do this a little differently, right? So
yeah, we're going to try it a little different. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
I can start if you want me to start.
Yeah, go ahead. Sure.
Okay. So, I got Storm as my character combatant this week. And it was really cool because I've seen Storm in the movies, and have we lost Chris? Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm here, but my connection's going slow.
Oh. Okay, well, I'll keep going.
My connection's going really slow.
Well, he's the moderator, so...
Am I here?
Am
I here?
We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Oh.
Yes.
He's got that dial-up. Oh, we can hear you, but we can't see you.
Okay, I turned the video off in hopes that it'll help.
Yes.
Okay. It's starting to break up.
All right.
Okay, there we go.
All right, hey.
Are you good?
No, I'm good.
Okay, so I didn't know much about Storm. I've seen her in the Halle Berry version in the movies and the cartoons from like the 90s. So I was a little surprised when I started reading up on, who Storm actually is. And because she was she's more than meets the eye, as G.I. Joe would say.
Wow.
It turns out that she is one of the most powerful mutants on Earth, which is pretty cool. I didn't know that. I thought she just like made rain and wind and stuff, but she can manipulate the weather. She can control weather over vast areas, so not just around her, but over vast areas. And it's cool. She can control not only earthly weather, but she can control extraterrestrial ecosystems as well. So wherever she's at, she can control everything around her. She can modify temperature. She can make stuff really hot, really cold. She can control all forms of precipitation, humidity, moisture at a molecular level.
Is this your first time reading those words before?
Yeah, it's a big $5 word for me. She can generate lightning and electromagnetic atmosphere phenomenon around her. She can control atmospheric pressure, tornadoes, thunderstorms, blizzards, hurricanes. Something I found really cool, she can bend light around her to make herself invisible. So even without the ring, she can make herself appear invisible. So she doesn't need the ring. Yeah, which I thought that was pretty cool because I was like, I never even thought of that. She can create electric blasts with electromagnetism. She can flash freeze stuff. She can fly. She can break the sound barrier during flight, so she can fly over 700 miles per hour. She can force up magma from the earth. Magma. Red hot magma. She can even manipulate the air in a person's lungs and the pressure in their ears. And she can see energy patterns all around her. So she doesn't have to visually see stuff. She can basically see in the dark.
She'd be good on a plane to pop your ears.
Yeah. Let me pop those ears for you. But yeah, so she's had this vast history of helping the X-Men quitting the X-Men, becoming the leader of the X-Men. She even beat Cyclops in the Danger Room without her powers. She lost her powers at one point and still beat Cyclops to become the leader of the X-Men. So she's also a talented fighter, a skilled thief. She was trained in the art of thievery and even pickpocketed Xavier before she knew who Xavier was when she was younger. Her parents did die when I think an airplane hit their house, crushing it, but she survived. But then she was later thought to be a goddess by the people she lived with because of her powers. She's even become a vampire at one point during time. So there's all this stuff going on with her. So that's sort of Storm in a nutshell. And I think she's going to fare well against the Terminators by some of the things that she can do.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell. Yeah, this is me in a nutshell.
All right. Okay, so that's good. You've obviously spent lots of time on this, and
not really, not much.
Okay, good. Well, that's good. I did a little bit. I did choose the T-3000 for this battle or whatever. And if you're not familiar with the T-3000, because I was not, I'm not a Terminator fan, but I did some reading up on those guys, and so it's an upgrade to the T-1000. You know that if you remember from the Terminator movies, he's the one that can turn into liquid metal and morph into other people and shapeshift and all those things. So this one can do that as well. He's a little more durable than that. He can withstand electrocution.
Ooh,
that could be useful. He can phase through different things. He can turn himself into like a mist, I think that is, where he can basically teleport to different areas and stuff like that.
Oh.
Let's see, what else did I? Of course, you can shape into all kinds of different things that could puncture or pierce through the skin of a person or a mutant. So he's pretty strong. Can throw a T-800, which would be Arnold Schwarzenegger, through a wall, right? Or whatever. Throw different things through walls, I suppose, too. And yeah. So, and then if an arm gets cut off or blown away or whatever, he can regenerate and all that fun stuff. So, that's
sounds like he could take an arrow to the neck and keep
take an arrow. He could take a power glove exploding on his arm and regenerate just as the Shredder did.
But could he take 2 arrows to the neck? That would be the thing.
Yes. Oh yeah. There's not a whole lot of like normal weapons that can harm him. So yeah, he's pretty tough. The T-3000, gentlemen.
Okay, well that's interesting. I'm just looking up the T-3000 just so I know which one that is.
It's from Genesis, yeah.
Yeah, and the first thing I see about the T-3000, which is that he's held together by a magnetic field, which which Storm can control that through electromagnetism.
Sure. Yeah, I thought about that.
And rip him to pieces on a molecular level. Because she has been known to do that. And scatter him through to the distance. So we don't have to go there yet. We can pretend I don't know
that. Don't forget your special items.
He does have a special item, but here's my question about the Elder Wand.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, go ahead.
Go ahead.
The other thing is, of course, being a Terminator, I can time travel.
That's true.
Which can be handy for, and I have an idea for that. But I'll let you go ahead.
Oh no, I just had a question about the Elder Wand because this is just a legitimate question.
Yeah, sure.
If you're not a wizard,
can you use
the wand?
I thought about that too. I don't know.
I mean, for either one of us, even if Storm got it, could you even use the wand?
Let's see. I'll have to do some research on that. Typically in the movies, Muggles or non-Magi.
Yeah, which these would be
from Fantastic Beasts. The Americans call them non-Magi, I believe. Typically, yes, they cannot use a wand. But the Elder One may be a little different. May have something to it. So I'll do a little research while you two go back and forth a bit.
Now I know that Storm has some magical background, so that could come into play. But we don't have to. But so the T-3000. I don't know if I saw that movie in Genesis. I don't
most people, Genesis. Most people probably didn't.
It's got a Doctor Who guy in there.
Oh, does it? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, it's the, so you time travel. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So I think, if I was Storm, we'll go at it this way. If I was seeing through Storm's eyes and I see this time traveler come, well, first I'm going to be, sort of set back like, who is this? What is going on? Because, and this is going to make my weaknesses show through, but Storm vowed to never kill a human being again. She did once, and then she said, I will never kill another human again. So, I don't know, did he come in human form, or was he all robotic-like? That's my question.
Yeah, I mean, he could actually come in as look like a different person as well.
So if I remember from the movies, yes, the T-3000 does have a human form.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So Storm would not immediately rip him apart with her electromagnetic magnetism, because she vowed not to kill another human being. So I think what she would do first, because if I remember from the movies, they sort of come down in this like lightning storm type thing. Don't they? Or most of them do. She would probably create a mist and making herself invisible, maybe even using the ring, just to observe the T-3000 as he first appears, just to see, is he good? Is he bad? How far is she going to have to go to stop this guy? So first, I think she would create that mist and maybe slide the ring on to be invisible. To since I have that in my pocket, I might as well use it to be invisible to observe at first.
Okay. Well, I guess then the T-3000 will be walking in, and if nobody's around, he's just going to kind of sit there and wait for something to happen, I guess. Maybe look at his phone and Twitter, and see what questions are out there. I don't know, but just kind of hang out. So nothing to do.
What's the T-3000's mission? Do we know?
Yeah, he's got a mission. Hold on, let me switch back to that. That's a good question. Not that one. No, that's that one. Sorry. Let me get back to it. I had it up there. So his mission: human aspects, no. Shape, no. Combat, no. Specification. That's a good point. I forgot what it was. I lost it here. Extremely advanced. Produced by Skynet in 2029. Unlike the previous lines of trigger. I don't know. Dispel into mist. Man. He's. We're wasting time here.
Yeah. Well.
People are like, I'm going to fast forward.
From the movies, I mean, the Terminators are all about conquering the world, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so
this is John Connor, by the way, in case anybody's.
Yeah, it's John Connor in the movie. Yeah, he's formatted.
Oh, that's right. Well, I've revealed myself to the Terminator now, and so now I'm introducing myself as.
I have a verdict. I have a verdict on the wand situation. Yes, a Muggle can do something with the wand.
Like roast marshmallows?
And more than likely just basically cause a giant explosion.
Oh.
Okay.
They can't necessarily control it quite well, but it could be used as an uncontrolled explosion, especially since it's an Elder Wand. It's more powerful, so it could draw something out of the user in order to cause some havoc.
Well, I'm going to still say that Storm, even with the wand, can defeat the T-3000, even though he could turn into a mist. Which, when he turns into a mist, I think she could even control him even more.
Yeah,
and force him to do her bidding.
The only weakness I could find, because I mean, I think there's I'm impervious to the like if you were to throw a lightning bolt, that wouldn't do anything. But but if you could control the magnetic fields, that's one of the weaknesses of the T-3000, and where if it's a strong enough, like an MRI machine, I was like, what? But it could pull him apart, Yeah. So as long as he can't get away from that. But
in the movies, that they did that and it pulled him apart, but he did form himself back together.
Yeah, he could always form himself back together, it seems. Yeah.
What if I called up hot magma from the ground and threw the molecules into the magma? Do you think she would? Or you think he could form back? I don't know.
It cools down.
Mm.
Yeah. The only thing that I could find, and it's like how would this even happen? But is if the Terminator was able to lure her into some sort of like box or some sort of cave or something where she's claustrophobic. True. She's very claustrophobic, and her powers are useless at that point because she can't concentrate.
I did read though that there was one point where she was she is claustrophobic, but because of the omega level that she is, what happened in one of them where she was trapped somewhere, her powers took over apart from her and basically saved her from the situation. She went omega, saved herself from the situation, not even knowing that she had saved herself from the situation.
Yeah.
Because when you're a mega level, which there's debate on whether she's a mega level, but when you're a mega level, your powers can basically overcome you, like we see with the Phoenix character. So, yes, I thought about that. If you threw me in a box, I could be done for. I'm trapped in a glass case of emotions.
Okay, so but it's like, how do I get to that point? Because you could be up flying in the air, as you can see, and it's I don't know, unless I could use the wand to throw a box over your head or something, but it doesn't seem like it's going to work that way. The only other thing, two other things I guess I came up with was the time travel aspect. What if I went back in time and the plane didn't crash into the house or whatever happened there?
Then she would probably be more powerful because she would have still gotten her powers, but she wouldn't have been claustrophobic.
Maybe. Gosh. Well, so what's funny about that? I found some battles that people had put out there of like versus Iron Man, or whatever, and they were talking about like the time travel thing with the T-3000 and or any of them, I guess. And they were like, well, even if you change something in Marvel timeline, it just changes. What did they say? Changes the timeline. It's still going to happen.
Yeah.
One way or the other, the way that Marvel works. I was like, well, that's no fair. Then the other, and then the only other move that I could come up with, and I had some help from a friend, but I had to phone a friend on this one. But he said, appear as someone she trusts. And there was someone in Cairo that she met. I can't think of his name right now. I had it on my screen, but it's gone. But anyways. And if I could somehow, if he could somehow maybe throw up a wall all of a sudden and then morph into this other character, and she'd be like, "Oh, what's going on?" And then all of a sudden just shoot some spikes into her and killer. You know that.
Oh, just like how she died in X-Men: Days of Future
Oh,
Past.
that was Halle. That was Halle Berry. She doesn't count.
But again, it's like if you. I guess it comes back to how much does she know and how much do I know about her? You know, it gets a little bit different. So it's like, do you start? Would she start off with what you said with the magnetic fields or whatever? Maybe she would realize that I'm metal and think that.
Yeah. So you sort of had a long-term plan, you know, a plan that would take like years in the making.
Yeah.
You know, get to know her a little bit, have her fall in love with you. Take her to a nice dinner, and then shoot her with spikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine was more of a, hey, this guy's made out of robots and metal. Let's just strip him apart right now.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he's not a human, so who cares? Let's just, you know, and I think she would, after fighting all the Sentinels, she would be like, oh, wait, you know, I recognize something about this guy. I don't think he's good news, and let's get rid of him. So I don't know, anything else, Chris, as the moderator, would you like to throw anything in there, or do you just want to call it like you see it?
Hmm.
Well, it could be either way. You can see it either way.
I mean, personally, myself, I could see it go either way. I mean, I will make a call based on this conversation. But with my geek mind, and seeing various things in the comic books, Storm has been felled many a time by Sentinels, which is basically Marvel's version of Terminator. But she's also destroyed loads of them on her own. I mean, there's a whole future where she was killed because Sentinels took over the Earth. And then, Terminators, they have future knowledge. And so they would know characters very well before taking them on. As we've seen in the Terminator movies, they research. They're very powerful researchers. They're computers.
Chris is trying to give this one to you some way, Catherine.
I'm just saying. There's some of my things out there, but I mean, based off of, just going back and forth. I think I'd have to make a call on this and say Storm is the winner. Although, I think the bigger conversation, I think it could really go either way.
Oh, I think it could. If he took her out for a nice steak dinner, wooed her a little bit, yeah, he could probably win. But he didn't get the power of the steak, so he just got the Elder Wand. If he got the power of a night on the town, I think he could have won.
Yeah. Which, again, the special items this week, they didn't come in handy again.
No, they didn't.
It didn't really get in there. But at the same time, unfortunately, it was just some bad pairing of some items.
Yeah, we just, and all this is random. We didn't say, let's put this person with this person. We put it in a computer. Maybe it's Skynet.
Mm-hmm.
Who could have been Skynet? We put it in.
It could have been Skynet.
I worked at a place that had a security system, and the company was called Skynet. And I'm like, this is the end right here. This is the beginning of the end. I think it's the way it played out. Just the way the luck of the draw.
But we haven't asked the ultimate person on who could win in a battle, which is Siri.
Oh, are you going to ask Siri?
Last Siri, although one would think she would side with the robots.
You would think.
We don't know. You would think. But let's see if I can say this right so she'll understand me. Who would win in a battle? Storm or the Terminator? Didn't go. Hold on.
Oh.
Who would win in a battle? Storm or the Terminator?
In 1992, Terminator 2, Judgment Day won 4 Oscar awards. The Oscar Award for sound mixing, the Oscar Award for makeup, the Oscar Award for sound editing, and one other Oscar award.
Hey, there we go.
Well,
does Storm have Oscars?
Does Storm have any Oscars? I don't think so.
No, it's true.
Terminator has 4 Oscars. In the movie world, the Terminator wins.
But Storm could take those Oscars and manipulate them on a molecular level to form them into a headpiece. I know, no one would have Oscars. So are we putting Storm in the win column for this one?
Yes.
Storm is in the win column.
Okay, Storm wins. Well, next week, are we doing this again?
Why not?
Why not? Again, I've failed, and I don't have the bracket in front of me.
Hold on, I got it here somewhere.
Katrin, do you need to be the moderator next week? You want to take a break?
Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah.
So this next week is 2 good ones, but typically the moderator picks who goes to who. So let's see if you can see this. There you go.
Oh.
Okay, there we
go.
Ooh, Raiden.
So you choose
Dracula.
So it's Raiden from Mortal Kombat versus Dracula.
Dracula. Now, I guess there could be any Dracula. So that could be like Castlevania Dracula or Dracula.
Universal Monster movie.
Could be Dracula.
Okay.
Count Dracula.
Yeah.
All right, so that's our battle next week. We need to figure out who's going to be who. It's going to be Chris versus Ryan, brother versus brother.
Oh yeah,
man,
that's going to be a hard one.
So Chris, since you were let's see.
We both won one.
That's right. Ryan was the winner this week, so I guess he gets to choose.
Oh.
So I don't know why I'm putting my hands behind my back, but it's okay. So. Okay, so
just for the listeners, Katrin has his hands behind his back.
Pick a hand.
Pick a hand.
Okay. Yeah.
Orange shirt.
Left. That was Raiden.
Oh no!
So Ryan will be Raiden and Chris will be Dracula.
Well, I may lose next week.
Bleh, bleh. Bleh. You never know. I might could pick the Adam Sandler Dracula.
Oh,
so.
Raiden does have a wooden hat, so that's going to come in way handy.
Well, it's yeah. And don't forget the secret weapon. So
secret weapon.
That could make all the difference in the world next time. With,
I hope garlic's on there.
Yeah, could be. You never know.
So next week, you heard it here first. It'll be Raiden versus Dracula.
Man,
this is gonna be a hard one.
Exciting.
Well, let's move on right along. That was interesting and fun. And Storm is pretty cool, so that's cool. Yeah. So I got to watch Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 on last Friday night, but Katrin and Chris have not seen it yet. So I'm going to give right now a spoiler free, or as much as spoiler free as I can give, just sort of what I thought about it. Because people have been asking me, what did you think about Volume 2? And hopefully you guys will see it and we can do an in-depth breakdown of the movie and what we thought about it. I'll have to say that I really enjoyed it. It was just one of those good time movies. You just go and watch and really enjoy every bit of it. I laughed. I think I laughed more in this movie, in the sequel, than I did in the first one. Some of the characters were just way funny, or more funny in Volume 2. But I don't know if it was better than Volume 1. And people ask me, do you think it was better than the first one? And I said that, and I tell them that that's sort of hard to say, because I think the first one just took everybody by surprise. Nobody was really expecting it to be as good as it was.
Yeah.
So it was sort of hard for Volume 2 to top it, just with that aspect of it was very unexpected. Because this one, you know the backgrounds, you know what's going on. So it was sort of a great continuation of the first movie. I don't know if it's better. It's it made me laugh a lot. And there's a lot of there's some surprises in it. And there's 5 post-credit scenes, which I thought was crazy. So stay all the way to the end. There's 5 scenes. So if you see 1, don't leave. If you see 2, don't leave. 3, 4, stay all the way to the 5th one, and it'll be good. But it doesn't really, like most of the Marvel movies, like one of the last credit scenes like sets up whatever movie's coming next. Right, Chris? Most of the movies set up whatever movies, which I'm not. What is the next movie?
Not all of them. Not all of them did, but a lot of them do. Is Infinity War next? No, well, Spider-Man is next.
And then is it Thor after that?
And then Thor. Yeah, Thor, and then Infinity War.
Yeah, like there was none of the post-credit scenes like set up a next movie. Like another, like Thor or whatever. But they are all good scenes, and they did maybe set up the Volume 3, which they have already confirmed. He's already, Gunn's already said that he's going to do it, but it's going to be the last time we'll see Guardians of the Galaxy the way it is, in Volume 3.
Yes, I have seen that.
Which is interesting.
Which, in the comics, there's been a lot of different teams.
Yeah.
This isn't even the original team that they showed up with the comic.
Yeah, not even the original team. Which I don't want to spoil anything from the movie, so we're not going to go into what happens in the movie. But he did say that this Volume 3 will be the last time you see this version of it, whatever that means. Which can mean a lot of things.
Interesting.
But I encourage you guys to go see it. I've heard good things about the IMAX version. I did not get to see it in IMAX, but I heard it's pretty amazing in IMAX. So if you have an IMAX near you somewhere, check it out. I saw it at one of the places where you can get food and eat. It was like a date night, so I had coconut encrusted chicken tenders, and sweet potato fries, and a brownie sundae. So
delicious.
That was our date night for. When you have a 2-year-old, you don't get date nights, so it was amazing that we got one. So that's my quick thing. We'll do a longer version. We'll talk about it when the 3 of us have all seen it. Hopefully soon. Hopefully.
Yes.
So we can't have
speaking of movie.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of movies, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Checking the oven.
All right. I should have muted.
Caitlin's checking the oven.
Well, how's it coming in the oven?
Is it looking okay?
Are you making shrinky dinks? Are you making shrinky dinks?
No. It's coming along.
Well, Mother's Day is ruined.
Yeah, no shrinky dinks.
Well, I got a text I got a text from my wife just a while ago, and she was like, "What was that beep?" I was like, "Nothing. Don't worry about it."
Doing the podcast.
Just the house burning down.
Yeah.
So you said, speaking of movies.
Yeah, speaking of movies. You have to check the oven again. Saw that Hellboy is getting another movie, but it's no longer Guillermo del Toro or Ron Perlman in it.
Yeah,
it's all new director.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, with a new actor, the actor who played the sheriff in Stranger Things, which is a good actor.
Yeah,
good actor. He was good in that.
I just have mixed feelings on this. Mixed feelings.
Yeah, I mean, for the longest time, I wanted them to make Hellboy 3 because Guillermo del Toro apparently had this big epic ending for the movies that he was going to do. But they nixed that a while ago. He got on Twitter, was like, Hellboy 3 is dead, not going to be done. Now, this one's come out of nowhere, rated R, which is popular now because of Deadpool.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I like Hellboy. Mike Mignola's a good storyteller.
Here's my feeling on it. To me, Ron Perlman is Hellboy. It would be like somebody else being Wolverine.
That is true, but I mean, at the same time, he's kind of reached that pinnacle in movies where not just one actor's portrayed him now. I mean, we've had several Batman, we've had like 3 Spider-Man already, and so it's a
I know
like a thing that it's reached.
Even when I see Ron Perlman in something else, I'm like, hey, it's Hellboy. But oh well. All good things. Let's go to an end.
Oh well. We'll see. It could still be. I mean, it could be great. It could be great. So.
Well, we can't have an episode of I Am Geek without talking about the speedster.
It should be I Am Flash.
I Am Flash.
I Am Flash.
That's so true.
So if you don't watch Flash for the next few minutes, just think about something else.
That's so funny.
So you guys watch Flash this week?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, what did you think?
Barry, an evil time remnant Barry, who's kind of Barry but not Barry, but still from the future Barry. It's their explanation of him, like the chicken before the egg thing. He's always seemed to existed in time. Is kind of a don't worry about it time travel thing. Look the other way.
Yeah.
And Barry he was like, I'll just kill myself and I'll get rid of you. And he's like, well, Mr. Reverse Flash Eobard still running around, which he's not anymore. He spoiler, died on Legend of Tomorrow.
Oh, well, I haven't seen that. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. I said spoiler.
You didn't go spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Whoa, that was loud.
But then later on, they did the whole. Basically, it turned into the amnesia episode of the sitcom.
Yeah, I had so many problems with this episode. I'm just gonna come out and say it. It was just like, oh, he can't remember. He doesn't know how to use his powers. Well, let's just all just shut down and give up. It's just like, we can't stop anybody now. The police, they can't do anything. Oh, this guy has fire powers and is burning a building down. Oh, well, I guess the firemen can't do anything because the Flash isn't here. It was just sort of like, we got to get his memories back to stop a bad guy that no one's heard of.
And he doesn't have superpowers.
Yeah.
It's like he just has a flamethrower.
I'm like, come
second rate
on.
written. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I thought that was really lame and dumb. And I'm like, if you find out when the Emma Frost, or not Emma Frost, what's her name?
Killer Frost.
Killer Frost. If you find out that Savitar has lost all his memories too, wouldn't you be like, maybe we should go find Savitar and lock him away before we give the memories back to him?
Right.
Yeah.
But no, it's like, oh, Barry's so happy. We got to give his memories back to him so he won't be happy anymore. It's just like, oh, gosh. I mean, it was just, I could have done without that episode completely. I thought that it ruined last week's episode because they had to throw in this whole, oh, I don't remember anything episode. It just sort of made them look like without the Flash, they are nothing. And I think
it was definitely a filler episode.
Yeah. And it made like, I just forgot everybody's names. The dude with the long hair that has the powers.
Cisco.
It made Cisco like he was nothing. I'm like, come on, you could have vibed over to where Savitar was, taken him, locked him up, and then give his powers back to him. But
one would think you would be able to do something like that. And at the same time, it kind of negates what Savitar said before if he killed himself. Because, obviously he lost his memories, and Savitar lost his memories.
Yeah.
So you'd think if something happened to Barry, something would happen to him.
They should have just called it Plot Hole City for the episode's name. Because I don't know what they were thinking, but Yeah, I didn't like it. That's just me.
The court scene was funny. I'll give them that.
Yeah, I mean, it had its funny moments, but for the overall storyline that they're going for, it made absolutely no sense.
No.
And that's just me being mean. But I don't know. I thought they had a good thing going, and to have that episode right after last week's episode just sort of put a bad taste in your mouth, I thought.
Yeah, it's like they did try to do like a filler episode, which a lot of episodes, like a lot of sitcoms do, or like television shows do. The like Supernatural does it great. They do great filler episodes where it's just they just do like funny episodes, just random stuff. Like they got shot to the real world where they were like their actor selves.
Yeah,
that was a great episode. But this one, it was definitely a Smallville filler episode. They just needed to do something.
Yeah.
So they did the Amnesia episode.
Yeah, it was weird. And then they just let Killer Frost go at them. Like, oh well, they're still good in her.
I mean, like Barry saw the future, and she like takes out Cisco's arms.
Yeah. And
so
they just let her go.
He hasn't even warned him about that yet.
Yeah.
Like, oh, by the way, Cisco, if you fight her, she's going to like destroy your arms, and you will become part android.
Yeah.
Might be nice to mention.
We'll see what happens on next week. Next week they have the shark guy back.
Yes, King Shark.
Yeah, and he's guarding an alien power source.
Yeah. You guys remember that power source from anything?
No, I was just like, when it showed it, I was like, what's that big Jolly Rancher thing? Because I was like, I don't understand what that is. So I don't know what it's from. It was probably in some episode somewhere, but I don't know. It
could have been.
Is it not the thing that, what was that other lab with the lady that was...
Oh, from the original Flash?
No, from this, from earlier, a couple seasons ago maybe, and that's how she had some kind of tetra something or other thing. Sure. I don't know. I feel like she had some sort of power source that.
It seems like we should know it because it was like this epic reveal. Like, well, we need this power source, and it's like, oh, here's one, and so it seems like we should know what it is, but like it's something that everyone has forgotten about.
If any of our listeners know what that is, let us know.
Tweet us at IamGeekShow. Or on Twitter.
Yeah. Tweet us on Twitter. That would be a good place to tweet us. At IamGeekShow. We'd love to have you on Twitter. And speaking of Twitter, we thought we'd try something new this week.
Perfect segue.
Mm-hmm. We are going to, since we don't have many Twitter followers of our own, we thought we would reach out to the Twitter community as a whole and just type in the hashtag question or questions, see what pops up, see what questions pop up, and just answer a couple of them. Because, we're here to help. We're here to save the day. We're superheroes in our own right. Katrin can shoot arrows to necks. I can rip stuff apart at a molecular level.
I have control of 4 mystic warriors.
Yeah, so there we go. So we're gonna all pop up our Twitter, our tweets, as the kids don't call it.
No.
They don't call it that.
Not at all. Nobody calls that. Nobody calls it that.
So we're gonna do question or questions. Let's see, question.
I think questions is always. Yeah, I think that comes up to.
Oh, let's see what we got here.
What do we have?
Probably looked at this before.
Oh, well, this is I can just read the first question. Right. My friend at Israel Lorenzis only eats things with avocado. Is this normal for all Puerto Ricans? I think it's just. I don't think it has anything to do with Puerto Ricans. Some people just
really like avocados.
Yeah. So, hey, Israel Lorenzis, if you're listening, you enjoy those avocados and you eat as many as you want to.
Yeah, don't let people judge you.
Yeah, the haters are going to hate
your avocado.
Yeah,
that's a super fruit. It's a fruit.
It is a fruit. It's actually a berry.
It's a
It's a
it's a super fruit.
It's a berry. Yeah. Did you know that a banana is a berry and a strawberry is not a berry?
Whoa!
I saw that.
Mind blown. Yeah, a watermelon is a berry. This is crazy.
Crazy.
I could go all night. Any other questions out there?
Let's see here. What do we got? I typed in hashtag question. And here's an interesting one. We can help this guy out here. This guy needs some help.
Oh, good.
So at rom_watt it says, until at romwatt is released, what username should I use for my at Twitter / at Instagram account? Hashtag poll, hashtag question, hashtag support, hashtag help me.
What's his
he
name?
Needs help.
What's his name again?
Romwatt. But his Twitter thing is at rom ROM_watt WATT. So it's either leave it as is, so what I just said, or Romwatt R0M capital WATT, or Romwatt_ or something other.
Ooh.
Now for me personally, I would say, stick to your guns. Like, you got something good going for you, because I've seen your question, I see your name, and if I see some other name now, I'm going to think, is that the same Romwatt or is that a different Romwatt? I won't know. So I'm going to say leave it as it is. And there we go.
I would go with at something other. That would be my pick.
Ooh,
yeah,
a nice one.
At something other.
So
let's see. Here's a good one. Open question. This is from YA Questions. Wow, I don't know.
There you go.
Open question.
I think that's Yahoo Answers. Maybe, I guess. I don't know.
Do you think it's okay for my mom to go through my room? Yes, she pays for the house.
And plus, is it like a through room? Does she need to go through the room to get to another part of the house? And definitely, she needs to go through the room.
That's true.
Yeah.
We're getting so many good questions this week. You guys keep them coming.
The questions.
Let's see if we can find. Does anybody have another one?
Oh, here we go. I got one. All right. So this is from at LGBT together. So LBG together. If you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume you had done? Hashtag LGBT, questions.
What would they assume that I have done? My personally?
Yeah, like if you were arrested, what would they assume? Would they wouldn't jump to like, oh, he must have killed somebody. That's Ryan. No, they would.
No, that's what I would have gone with. Yeah, if it was Ryan, I would have gone with he killed somebody. That was the only thing that came to my mind with him. That was it.
Wow. They would probably assume that I like hit somebody with a metal chair or something. I would have went all pro wrestler on somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question.
It is. It's tough. I probably, for me, it would be something like, I don't know. Just
you shot somebody in the neck with an arrow, probably.
Probably shot somebody in the neck. I had no, like no, I don't know. I can't think of anything.
I probably would have been building an atomic bomb or something.
Yeah.
And got arrested.
Oh, Chris, this is a good one for you.
Oh, okay.
This person says, IABD presents, played Dead of Winter for the first time. What is your favorite board game? Hey, Chris, have you played Dead of Winter?
Ooh. That is my favorite board game.
Have you played it?
Ever. It's It's a good game.
How many times have you played Dead of Winter?
Gonna like it. So many that you can't even count. Ryan got me this board game.
I got my brother this board game a long time ago because he was like, "We're so into board games and we love all these games." I'm like, "Okay, I'll get you this one." It's like rated high, and he still hasn't played it, and that was years ago.
Yeah, we went through our board game phase. We're done.
Yeah.
Catan is really good. Catan's still really good.
Yeah, whatever. I prefer Chutes and Ladders or
no. What was the
Mousetrap
game that we played a little bit? I always think about it, and I was like, man, I want to play that again. Beyond Balderdash, was that the one that used to have that? Was a great game, or is a great game.
It is a great game. My favorite board game of all time is one you can't get anymore, of course. It's called Star Wars Epic Duels. And I played it with some guys when I lived in Tampa. And we would have like big game nights where we'd play this game. And basically you picked like it's like a board with you can move. You have like little figures of the Star Wars characters, and you would set them up on the board in different locations. And you could you choose your characters, so Star Wars characters, and then they had powers and weaknesses and stuff. And basically you're trying to defeat every other character on the board. But it's called Star Wars Epic Duels. We had so much fun playing this game. He even, like the guy that owned the game, even made up his own expansion pack and printed it off and everything. So it was really fun. But if you ever find that game, you should get it because it's a fun game.
Well, got one more question.
Oh.
This seems very, very important. Needs to be answered. So I figure we should answer it. What can I do when I'm in Tokyo and my girlfriend keeps on sleeping?
That's the whole question?
That's the question. That is the question. His girlfriend is sleeping, apparently, all through Tokyo, and he needs something to do. He gave some options, which I'm not going to go through some of these. But
so they're in Tokyo together.
They're in Tokyo together.
She's asleep.
She's asleep.
He can't sleep.
And he is bored.
And he's bored.
Yeah, he's bored.
Oh.
Needs something to do.
Well, there's plenty to do in Tokyo. There's
there's eating.
Sushi or something?
Karaoke.
Karaoke bar.
Singing.
Elvis impersonating.
Lots of Elvis.
What's this guy's name? What's this guy's name?
At Machine 2011.
Okay, Machine 2011. Here's what you need to do if you're in Tokyo. You need to go find a Japanese version of the arcade game Mario Kart and play Mario Kart in Japan. I think that's the ultimate thing to do if you're stranded in Tokyo with your girlfriend asleep. Nothing else. Just go play Mario Kart or some form of Mario game while you're in Tokyo. I think that's a good...
All right.
There you go.
There you go.
There you
go.
Good
answer.
Okay. Now, if we hear that you came back and you did not play a Mario game while in Tokyo, well, we'll hear it.
Tweet us and let us know how it went.
So if you have questions for our show, like, why are you guys doing this? Or, wow, you did an episode 7?
Do you watch any other shows besides Flash?
I watch tons of shows, and I'd be glad to talk about them. But follow us on Twitter at I Am Geek Show. We have a Facebook page. You can look it up, I Am Geek Show, probably. You can email us at iamgeekshow@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram at iamgeekshow.
Find us on iTunes,
SoundCloud. We have a
Facebook.
YouTube page, but we don't have any videos up yet. It's I Am Geek Show. If you have ideas for the show, let us know. If you want to be on the show, let us know. We'd love to have you on.
Yeah.
If you got Skype, you can be on. We'd love to have guests on, so let us know. But hey, we're at an hour. Wow, we've been going strong for an hour.
Oh, wow.
So what have we learned today? What have we learned today? Chris or Katrin, what was your one takeaway from today?
Ooh, on the spot here. I definitely I'm not very good at the battle royale with cheese.
No, you were good.
No,
You were great.
no.
You're a good boy.
Yeah, come on, buddy.
I'm here
Come
for
on,
comic relief.
buddy.
Chris, oh brother of mine, what did you learn from today?
I learned that sometimes I get a little itch right behind my head, and I just gotta scratch it.
So Chris learned nothing.
Sometimes
That's good.
So
Gotta scratch it.
you get it behind your head. So what are you scratching if it's behind your?
It's
On
back
the back
there.
side of your head.
It's
Oh.
the back side. It's an itch.
Anyways,
It's there.
what did I learn today? I learned that Mother's Day will always be more important than my birthday. So
Everyone knows that.
It's true.
everybody
Too close
knows
to
that.
Mother's Day.
So tell your mom you love her, and if you want to say happy birthday to me, hey, I'd love to hear from you.
That sounds a little creepy. I don't know if you want to get in.
So if Chris and Katrin, if you could, just sing happy birthday. Just sing it out for me. That would make me feel so special.
I think that.
No, it's not. It's public. It's public domain now.
It's-
Oh.
We got
Okay.
20 minutes. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So it's not your birthday yet. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
I think I'm 39. Well,
Yeah.
well, thank you guys for joining us again, and we love having you on here. You know, you're one of the reasons we do this, just to have fun and just have a good time talking and about silly stuff that we know nothing about. But anyways, keep those questions coming, even though we don't know you. Just keep them coming, and we look forward to talking with you next week here on I Am Geek. Have a good day, good night, good morning. Sayonara from Tokyo. Goodbye.